상해 책들도 좀 읽겠습니다. Developing the leader within you. Make your mistakes out loud and on purpose. In other words, be willing to fail. Perfect Health, the complete mind-body guide. Finally, it is normal to have a relapse as you are recovering. Mercury rising. Glenn at 17, 1938. Great application for bidding school include 44 actual essays that worked at top schools. Sample self-revelation essay 2, Lena, admitted to Stanford GSB. What matters most to you and the why. And the why. 10 lessons for a post-pandemic world. But the pandemic seems to have brought out nationalism, even in places where one would least expect it, like Europe. Soul Food, a book of recipes and helpful hints for living and eating in soul. For man cannot live on bread alone. The Lord is righteous. The Lord is righteous in all his ways and faithful in all he does. Economic indicators. The secret of hidden clues to future economic trends and investment opportunities. The Federal Reserve Board's busy book, read the Philadelphia Fed's Business Outlook Survey. Portion of it make their way into the broader national report. Your roadmap for success. You can get there from here. Encouraging. Communication styles. You'll have to do that if you want to build your relationship with your family. Stepping up. How taking responsibility changes everything. Simply by showing up a certain way in our life and work, each of us create a ripple, even create a ripple. Even if we don't intend to. We don't intend to. The psychology of wealth. Understand your relationship with money and achieve prosperity. I'm going through a phase. We are given one life. We are given one life. And the decision is ours whether to wait for circumstances to make up our mind or whether to act, and in acting to live. Currency wars, the making of the next global crisis. As in the case of the avalanche, what really matters is not the snowflake, but the snow. Reinventing the body, resurrecting the soul, how to create a new you. but in the end, you can't ignore yourself. Your roadmap for success. You can get there from here. Are you hungry for success? Are you hungry? The story of you, the Enneagram journey to becoming your true self. Fortunately, his dad worked for a petroleum company and could bring home discarded laboratory apparatus for Kenny to try in his makeshift chemistry lab in the garage. The gratitude diary. How a year looking on the bright side transformed my life. There is something medical. There is something medical that happens when you are helping someone, he said. 301 smarter answers to top interview question. Ask your interviewer if giving workout will be part of your job description at this other company. Animal spirit. How human psychology drives the economy and why it matters for global capitalism. In this chapter, we focus on one aspect of our theory of animal spirit, the human demand for fairness, to help us understand unemployment. The leadership secret of Santa Claus, how to get big things done in your workshop, all you're doing. Listen to the elves. Santa's calm model. Clarify the issue. Think it through yourself. What am I upset about? The end of old age, living a longer, more purposeful life. See, the situation is complex and challenging. Managing stress. Stated another way, these pathogens are constantly present. It is low resistance to them that makes one vulnerable to the disease. Making millions for dummies. Avoid common and costly financial mistakes. Where to look. If you want to go with a captive agent, check out the website of the insurance company you want. Almost all of them allow you to search for an agent in your area. Life strategies, doing what works, doing what matters. Life is managed, it is not cured. It is not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Startup communities, building an entrepreneurial ecosystem in your city. When I tell people that the heartbeat of high-tech entrepreneurship at CU Boulder is the law school, the typical reaction is her heartbeat. Second chance. for your money, your life, and our world. Are you saying some people are operating by industrial age ideas and others are operating by information age ideas? Think big, unleashing your potential uh, for excellence. Talent. If you recognize your talent, use them appropriately and choose a field that use those talents. You will rise to the top of your field. The mobile wave. How mobile intelligence will change everything. Classroom teachers won't disappear, but there will be fewer of them and they will have new roles. New roles. The leadership challenge. How to make extraordinary things happen in organization. People were unhappy working under her leadership and they didn't perform at their best. Uh, P explained because the team leader wouldn't let them make any decision. Why Mars and Venus collide, improving relationship by understanding how men and women cope differently with stress. One way to avoid the fight is to find a time when you are feeling good about yourself and then read over the list and rate yourself. Black Beauty, Black Beauty. The hedge was high and I could see nothing, but the next moment we were upon each other. Mojo, how to get it, how to keep it, how to get it back if you lose it. They can make radical changes to you or it without considering the cost and the consequences to the people who depend on them. Skized, why our families can't afford America. 1% reality shows feature outrageously lavish weddings, maternity concises, concises, and planners for children's birthday parties, ridiculously roomy mansions, and glorious Los Angeles modernist homes, private concert, elaborate wardrobes, and first things first. Remember, there is no such thing as organizational behavior. There is only behavior of individuals within the organization. Just enough English and grammar. In the first example, he modifies the noun sister. Spiritual, personal relationship with your higher power. Locating your life. By working through this chart, you begin the very important task of truly meeting yourself for perhaps the first time. When genius failed, the rise and fall of long-term capital management, they resented the Fox billionaire's tendency to preach, particularly since he liked to heap disdain on academic models, which he eschewed in favor of his simple buy and hold approach to common stock. Stepping up, how taking responsibility changes everything. What a shame we had to go all that way to Uganda to help people, my partner said. Rising strong, how the ability to reset transforms the way we live, love, parent, and lead. I started crying again, asking my sisters, how does this happen to a man like that? How do we let this happen? But not talking about it is working either. The gaggle. But I also know people who are in long-term relationship or married to people who they met on campaigns. Now, too, it can work both ways. The 100 simple secrets of healthy people, what scientists have learned and how you can use it. It makes easy task difficult. Perfect praise for performance at the review. You seem to use just the right amount of control with your folks. Get off your butt. How to end self-sabotage and stand up for yourself. Finally, I quickly whipped the stick out from under my shirt and pressed the button. Nothing. Pressed the button. The mystery method, how to get beautiful women into the bed. What are you gonna show me? She asked curiously as I grabbed her hand and lead her through the crowd. The Consulting Bible. Everything you need to know to create and expand a seven-figure consulting practice. Teams often require external facilitation, skills building, coaching, and other elements that an objective external consultant can bring to the table. The success journey, the process of living your dreams. And I'll also schedule special one-on-one time with M and each of the kids so that we can continue to build our relationship. Structure your lives to spend time together. Creativity rules are there to be challenged. Truth 24, your creativity budget can be less than 10 F. Outside the box, how globalization changed from moving stuff to spreading ideas. For China, the subsidies became a trap. Masterful coaching. Have you created a vision and a game plan and put that into a source document that will allow you to communicate it to everyone? Becoming supernatural. How common people are doing the uncommon. But in this breath, you will be very specifically directing all that pressure, all that energy, and all that spinal fluid up your spine and into your brain. How to talk to anyone. Needless to say, G has not been invited back to Japan. What matters now? How to win in a world of relentless change, ferocious competition, and unstoppable innovation. How does go avoid this? On what you are really worth. Maximize your income at any time in any market, making choices, whether you are communicating or negotiating or buying or selling or accepting or leaving a job. You are always making choices of one kind or another. Coaching people, clarify roles. Purpose of coaching session. Review steps in planning. Eat, move, sleep. How small choices lead to big changes. Be creative and figure out how you can add activity to your TV time. Linchpin, are you indispensable? The only solution is to call all the bluffs at once, to tolerate no rational or irrational reason to hold back on your art. The only solution is to start today, to start now, and to shift bluff. Know-how. The 8 skills that separate people who perform from those who don't. Changing the portfolio of obedience. taking out some biddings like the reinsurance, expanding some biddings such as entertainment by buying Vivendi Universal, broadening the scope of medical systems by acquiring Amos, Ham, and entering new areas of growth like water purification. How to increase performance and profits through full engagement. Engagement leads to better earnings and fatter margins. I believe there are many managers who have yet to grasp the essential connection between engagement and financial success. Out of the ashes, tools for recovering corporate health. The first goal was to begin this new form of discussion. Unplug every day. 365 ways to log up and live better. Don't set an alarm clock. Instead, wake up with the sun. Wake up with the sun. How to simplify your love, a guide to a happier, more fulfilling relationship. Ways out of the witch's house. You will find your way out of the dilemma of the witch's house when you are conscious of all of your feelings. The new geography of jobs. This idea is not completely new. Persuasive presentation, inspire action, engage the audience, sell your ideas. Thanks to advances in entertainment, they've become accustomed to quick action, rapid scene changes, intense visual stimulation, and the soundtrack that make the hot to the race. Talk of the incorporated open and close, the quest for strategic alignment. One participant might seek to instruct what to learn from the other, to understand what to entertain the other, to persuade what to humor the other. The innovator's DNA, mastering the 5 skills of disruptive innovators. Naturally, this expertise becomes more relevant in the later stages of the innovation process when a team must determine the optimal way to manufacture, distribute, promote, and price the product for profitability.